far from full Shō HEALth and full Shō energy work, and I'm here to talk to you today about the power of mentors, the importance and need for mentorship in men. And the reason why a lot of men need mentors is because many of us have a false idea of masculinity. We're wearing a bunch of masks. It's a masquerade. So the brothers in the NBA are kind of looked at as like with that prestige, being an upper echelon and everything, right? So just recently, we're in May 2023 or May 200,023, getting off that old timeline, right? Two NBA brothers are in there for different reasons. We start off with the first one. There's one brother who he was said to have taken a rapper and taken her out on a date, a $500,000 date.
Right. Jordan Poole, you spent $500,000 on a Ice Spice date.
He's a munch.
You're a munch.
You thought I was feeling you? That nigga a munch.
And you're playing like a fucking munch. She don't give a fuck. She from the Bronx, bro. Next time you go to New York, go around Fordham Road, Concourse, High Bridge, South Bronx. You gonna see what you spent $500,000 on and be like, yo, I was wild.
You was wild. You could have got her a pizza.
Yeah.
This is one of the ways, dropping $500,000. Now, this brother just got, he just got a major download, financial download from his ball club, because he balled out last year, didn't do so well in the playoffs this year, but maybe because was a little bit distracted.
Jordan Poole lets it fly.
We need some milk.
Somebody, an older head, could have maybe put this brother on to like game and like, bro, you 500,000? Like, really? But I think that's where, again, having some mentorship, having another man, lovingly, not trying to joke you or put you down or anything like that. You don't know what you don't know. And it's like, if you really feel moved by her in that way, there's other ways to go about it though. And then again, to breathe through it. And if you're really so attracted and everything, breathe through that attraction. Let it flow through your whole body, back out and everything. Or, cycle it around a couple of times so that you can have the wisdom and understand how to move intelligently with that and with some confidence in oneself, rather than going out here and thinking that some dead fucking presidents make you special. And I mean this, and what I also like to point out, like if this is how a brother in the NBA is thinking, somebody who's 6'6", I think, and can walk into most major places and stand out just by his stature and have eyes on him, and won an NBA championship and play with other major athletes, and you still think that for any woman being on this planet, you got to do that? Where's the mentorship to let this brother know who he is, to remind him that he is God? You know what I mean? In the flesh. And so it is for all of us. So that's one. Then there's another brother, NBA, acting out, showing off guns.
There's no way that this happened once again. Saturday, Ja Morant went on Instagram Live, and on Instagram Live, once again, Ja Morant pulls out a freaking gun and decides to flex it on Instagram. Why? Why would you do this? We've shown you this clip multiple times in the past, whether it's like a fake gun with his hands and like shooting it at his teammates and pointing it, or if it's a real gun at a strip club, or if it's a real gun in his friend's Instagram Live that's only getting 100 views. And I guess missing out on a Supermax contract extension wasn't enough for him because, well, Ja Morant's career now appears to be in jeopardy.
My thing is this. It's again, where are the mentors? Like with the other brother, going back to the first brother with the dating, I guess he came back to camp and everything was running his mouth and how good he is and this and that after they won the championship. And one of the older heads, 10 years older than him, smacked him up. Now, sometimes we as men, especially, we need that. But to do it in front of the cameras and everything, like, you know, I've heard other ball players say, like, this is not nothing new. Like, people get in fights at these games and stuff. I mean, at these practices and stuff, but usually you just don't see it. Now in today's social media, it got blasted and it was viral, right? But what I'm getting at is that the brother he didn't have any other mentor, nobody else other than that could have some patience with him, anybody that would just be able to talk to him and everything had to end up coming to hands. Now, with this other brother with the money, it's like, yo, you know, you about to mess up your checks from flashing guns. So these are just two things: the money and the honey. The money of doing dumb shit that can fuck up your cash flow and this generational wealth that you could maybe have your hands on to do something different and set your family up in a different way, and putting that all in jeopardy because of doing some dumb shit, in this case, you know, flashing guns and shit. And then the honey, the beautiful, the getting caught up with the ladies in a way that doesn't remember or and stay in alignment with who you really are as a God man on this planet, and doesn't honor who they are as, you know, these womb beings, these God beings with wombs, the goddess, right? So that's it, y'all. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the mentorship and what's needed, especially for men. And if you are a man and you want to step up your mentorship and you want to start creating your circle, your cipher of men who can help hone you. Notice how the word honesty has hone in it, H-O-N-E, because to have honesty, you must hone yourself, right? In order to be confident, you must have confidence, to confide in self, right? If you're looking for that, you can reach out to me on my Patreon. We could talk and see if that could be a match for me to be able to help out. And if I'm not personally the right fit, I might be able to point you in the direction of some men that could be. So, and if nothing else, I'd love for you to support the channel. If you like the content and everything, support the channel at my Patreon and everything. And again, y'all, I'm Shō Far from Faux Show Energy Work and Faux Show Health. And I do energy work for couples and singles with my lady. She does the ladies, I do the men. And then if you're non-binary, we still got you. And also I have a book, Soul Sacred Orgasmic Living. And lastly, I have upcoming workshops that if you want to tie into different things, we have some in person, some online. And keep that SEX in your life, y'all. Keep shining, keep evolving, and do so exponentially. One